Okay. So, what is your full name? And did you change your name at any point in your life?
No. I'll change my name from Virginia Tulibas and to Virginia Tingzon. That's all. From my maiden name Tulibas and to my married name Tingzon. What about you?
No, I didn't change my name.
No change at all.
The whole lifetime until now.
What is your name?
Fernando Tingzon.
Okay. Okay, so describe your childhood and your earliest memory.
Oh my God.
Oh, my childhood, I have happy, or just childhood. Yeah, it was happy. It was a happy childhood, innocent years until I think I was, until what time is childhood? 10 years old? No. Age of puberty starts at 12, right? Childhood is from toddler to maybe 9. It was a happy one. Although I lost my father when I was very young. I don't even remember his face anymore because he was only 39 years old when my father passed away. It was a happy one. Yeah, because when you're young, you don't think of any hardship. You just eat and go to school. It's my mother who really did, who worked so hard to support us. And I have an uncle. He was not married at that time. Yeah, he helped my mother. He helped my mother, because he lived with us when he was not married. Yeah, so far it was good. Good memories.
Grandpa?
Grandpa?
Oh.
What about your...
Oh, my childhood? Well, my childhood is spent, what do you call, how will you describe it?
Why?
It is happy, a very happy family, as I should say. And although we were poor, yet there's a spirit of happiness that you can call. And then where my childhood was spent, as far as I can remember, in many different places. Because we live in one place for a year and another place. We move from one place to the other since we don't own the land that our house was situated, okay?
You don't own the property, the land, the property.
Yeah. It was my mother who took care of us as far as religious instruction or religious, what you call them, religious upbringing is concerned,
Okay.
That's about all.
Okay.
As far as my childhood is concerned.
Okay, describe where you lived, your first home, and the things you used to cook and eat.
Where we what?
Where you first lived, describe your house, and what you used to cook and eat.
Oh, as far as I can remember, we live in Intramuros, Manila. Intramuros is now like visitors. It's like a tourist spot now. Intramuros, Intramuros, the walled city of. They call it the walled city of Manila or Philippines during the Spanish time. Yeah, we lived there as I can remember. It was really a happy memories. I go to school, not near our house, and yeah, we cook in the house. We were just renting. We never have a chance to own a house when when we were small. My mom could not afford it, so we live. Do you want to know the street that we live? Solano Street. You know, in Tramuras, all the names street there all were Spanish names. And all the churches there, a very small walled city with 9 churches of different, what do you call this? Different, 9 churches of different religion, not different religion. And but during the Spanish time, how many the Augustinian, the Recollect, but I don't think we have it anymore. Augustinian, Recollect, and oh, very happy because we used to play in the what do you call it, in the backyard of Saint Augustine, and then somebody would scare us that, you know, in that place there are so many heads there. I mean, infant, you know, this is just a rumor, infant heads. Why are they? Because they are children of nuns impregnated by priests. That's just a rumor. That's what they say, but I don't think it's true. Other than that, very nice. Until the World War II came. It changed the whole course.
Okay.
What about you, Grandpa?
What was the question again?
So describe where you lived, your first home, and what did you used to eat and cook?
Where?
Where do you used to eat and cook?
And describe your first house.
Oh, okay. As far as I can remember, our first house was built by my father and other help came. It was in Pasay, you know. Pasay City. It was near the American School on Taft Avenue. That's in Pasay. We have our own house. It was a two-story house, and the relatives, you know, the sister of my mom, lives at the first floor, and we were at the second floor. At that time, you know, since I was born before the war, we have good food. Because at that time, the food was cheap as long as you're working, you know. My mom and my dad was working, so we had a lot of food. As a matter of fact, as far as I can remember, you know, I had a yaya, the mother of my cousin, who's now a millionaire. She was my yaya.
What do you call yaya? Babysitter.
Babysitter, you know. That's the sister of my father. Well, anyway, and I have also, what do you call that, a male attendant, you know. He's not as old, you know, but he takes care of my food. I ate mashed potato, you know, with butter, milk, yeah, you name it, we have it. Because at that time, you know, even if you're an employee only, you earn a living, a decent wage, and the prices are so cheap, affordable, what that they call it. So,
Okay.
I was not famished, you know.
You were not what? You were not?
I was not famished.
Oh, you didn't go hungry.
Yeah.
So what are your parents' names and siblings' names, and describe them?
My parents? I only get to know my mother, which is, you want me to mention her name?
Yeah.
Pastora Ichon Tulibas. That's my mother. And my father, I won't even remember his face because, like I said, he died, I think I was only, maybe I was only 5 years old. I wasn't even going to school yet. Yeah, his name was Pedro Pedro Tolibas. Yeah, that's his name, Pedro Tolibas. I didn't get the chance to know him. I won't remember. We don't even have pictures of him. So I think that's all that I can talk to about my father and my mother.
How about siblings?
Siblings, you know, what siblings? My
Brother, sister.
Oh, my brothers and sisters. There were 5 of us in the family. 5. The eldest was a boy, and then next was a girl,
You have names?
and then the third is me. The second is Tito Maning. I mean, after me is Tito Maning. He's the fourth, and the fifth one is Pedro Tolibas Jr. also, but we call him Junior. He has always been called Junior. 3 of them passed away already. See, my brother Emilio, we call him Emilio, and my sister Milagros, and then our youngest brother is Junior, which is Pedro Tolibas Jr. So it's in my siblings, only 2 of us are around, Tito Maning and myself. Anything else you want to know?
That's all.
That's all.
What
Okay.
about you, Grandpa?
Is the question again?
Parents' names and siblings' names, and describe them.
Oh, my father's name is Catalino Tingzon, and my mother's name is Inocencia Llames. No. Both of them hailed from the Visayas in Leyte. And my brother, I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. 2 of my brothers died at an early age. That's all.
Okay, describe a typical regular day in the Philippines.
Oh, the regular day.
Typical.
Regular day. The family, you mean? It's just like here. The only difference is hot in the Philippines. Very hot, and I could say there are more poor people in the Philippines than not really rich, than well-to-do. Yeah, you have really to struggle to at least elevate your life. That's why everybody wants to go overseas to, you know, to increase, have a better life. Yeah, the government is, I don't know, it's poor.
Did you go to church every day?
Oh yes. Oh, when I was small, we only go every Sunday, and now in my mature life, I go to church every day. Every day. What else do you want to know? What do you want to
That's fine. I mean, like, did you have pets, or did you have to feed any animals?
Oh yes, we had. At one time, but not regular. I mean, we had a dog. We had a dog when your daddy was still with us, and your uncle Junior. They were in the small. We had a pet dog, but your Tito Maning was already here. Asi Junior was never with us. No, yeah, we had a pet dog, and sometimes a small kitten. What else would you like to know?
That's all.
Yeah, okay.
Grandpa?
Well, a typical day in the Philippines is the same as in the United States, you know. As far as I can remember, you know, in the morning, your parents prepare breakfast, you know, then feed you, and then I go to school, then they left for their work, so daily, there's the routine, and then at 6 o'clock, your mom calls you, our mom gather us, and pray the rosary almost every day. Yeah, but my dad, you know, he arrives at night, eat breakfast or eat dinner. And if they have some friends, they drink in the house, you know. After that, they go to sleep. Then same routine again the next day. And then on Sundays, you go to church with your mom. That's the daily routine there.
So, what were your hobbies and what did you do for fun?
Oh, my hobby was always singing. That was my hobby. I love to sing. And what else for fun? Nothing exciting really. I remember for fun. What age do you usually have fun? When you're a teenager.
All age.
I mean, you know, when you are. Singing was my always.
How much are they giving for the car?
Watching movies. I love to watch movies. That's all that I can remember. My hobbies. Maybe I'll recall. Your grandpa said that my brain is, that's one of the effect ng chemo. One of the effect I read in the manual, your mental will be affected just a little bit. You know, when I was going to school, because we lacked books, we were just after liberation, we were asked to read. We cannot bring the book, so we were asked to read. And after that, close the book, and then relay. They'll ask questions. There are only two of us that will answer, that can answer the question. That's how sharp your brain is when you're young. No? I can easily absorb it, but not anymore. Okay, so.
Grandpa, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies? Reading, then chess,
Reading was also my hobby.
playing chess, and then drinking.
No drinking.
Yeah.
When did you first learn English?
When did you what?
First learn English.
Ano daw?
English.
English. When did you first learn English?
English?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was in high school.
You start schooling.
Huh? Well, yeah. Because when you start going to school, but when I start really speaking English correctly was when I was in high school. Yeah, correct English. But yeah, when you're going to school, a little bit of English when you're in elementary. And I remember in high school and then college. Of course, I did not graduate in college. That's all, I think, that I learned English.
Yeah. The medium of instruction is English in the Philippines. So I learned English when I started going to school. Kindergarten, high school, college. Until now, still learn English.
What was your first job?
What were my first job? Oh, my first job was a telephone operator. That was my first job. Yeah. I did not become a sales clerk. I did not. No, it was in Tacloban and Leyte. There was a local phone company owned by the government. That was my first job. I think I was 17 or 18. And I was going to school at the same time.
Yeah.
That was my first job.
Yeah, my first job was when I was 14. If you consider a job, self-employed or being paid by an employer, so I consider myself to start a job when I was 14. I was selling newspaper. In the streets, I was selling suman. You know what a suman is?
Yes.
Yeah, selling suman in
Sweet
downtown.
rice. Sweet rice.
Yeah, downtown.
Oh.
That was my first job.
Okay, so where did you two meet?
Oh, yeah. That's the
You
best
want me to
part.
answer first? We meet in the library. I was working as a telephone operator in the government-owned company, and it's adjacent to, it's right and connected to the building library. Whenever I go on my break, he's always there. That's how he introduced himself. He was aggressive. It's alright, no regret.
Yeah, I'm just affirming her observation. That's where we met, in the library. No, where I work.
Okay, so when and where did you get married?
Well, 1954, San Andres Catholic School. Oh, Catholic Church. San Andres, right?
Well, we first married.
And a
It was
civil
in a
marriage.
civil
marriage.
ceremony
Civil marriage.
in Quezon City before
Maybe
the
not
mayor,
before-
Quezon City, or before the judge, justice of the peace. Then the practice in the Philippines, for those who are Catholic, you should be married in church. So our second marriage was in church in 1954.
What are the names and the dates of when all your children were born?
The names and the date. Ophelia Tingzon. May. She was born May, right? May.
May 8th.
May 8, 1954. Next is Carlito Tingzon. April
9.
April 9, the fall of Bataan, and very, very memorable birthday.
1956.
1956. And then Salvador was May also see Buddy?
Yeah, May 12.
May 12, 1954. 58, 58. There's a memory now. 1958. In our youngest, we don't include. He passed away already. Do we have to include him now? I can't?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Edward.
Edward.
Yeah. 1961.
Okay, when and why did you migrate out of the Philippines?
Oh, why, when, and why? It was his idea. I have no. I don't know. It just popped up. I didn't know he was working on it. He wants to get an overseas job, just like any other Filipinos in the Philippines. They want to go out of Philippines to have a better life, a better opportunity. But his intention before was going to Vietnam. Was it right, Daddy?
It was hard to
Yeah,
Vietnam.
to Vietnam
As a contract worker.
as a contract worker. But something came out. A friend told him that you can apply at the U.S. Embassy. Yeah, she went. So it changed the course of life. He applied there and with no problem. He has to go first because we have no money for transportation if we have to. Besides, we don't know anybody here in the mainland. We have his cousin, first cousin niya, pero she did not live here. She lived in Canada. She was the only relative we have. But well, he has some relatives in Guam, so he preferred, in the meantime, he said, we'll go to Guam. Guam was so, at the time, was like a, like a province? Like, rural, so rural. With only how many hotels? I think 3 hotels in Guam at the time. So we stayed behind. We followed after After 2 years, Daddy, we followed you?
3.
After 3 years. Yeah. By that time, your Auntie Offie was first year college, and then your daddy was, I think, third year high school. Third year high school. That's when you.
Where did you first stay in America?
In Guam? Oh,
Yeah, Guam is also United States.
yeah.
You know.
Guam is one of.
So you stayed
It's
in
a
Guam.
territory.
In the
It's-
mainland?
Yeah, this mainland. Well, way back, when did we come?
We went to Texas. That's the first time.
You mean, are you talking about the whole family moving here? Or because
Where
you're,
did we stay?
or where did we stay? We stayed temporarily with your Auntie Offie in Vallejo.
No, that was not our first. Our first time was in Dallas, Texas. We stayed in Hilton, Dallas Hilton, for the coronation of King and Queen.
No, what he's asking is
Whom did you stay in the mainland first when you came to the mainland?
when we move here permanently
No,
or what?
first came here. When we
We,
first came here.
we came here for a special occasion when we were crowned.
Yeah, that's the first time we went to the mainland.
Yeah,
That
Dallas.
was in 78? No, 74.
74, yeah.
That was in 74.
Dallas.
We stayed there for less than a month. Yeah, we went to visit our relatives in LA. Nobody was here yet, except my cousin and friends. Yeah, LA. Went to Los Angeles, that's all.
So, are you proud of how far you've come in your life, and what do you wish could be changed?
Oh, am I part of?
Proud.
Are you proud? Yeah, I'm thankful. I don't want to use proud. I'm thankful to God Almighty. Yeah, I'm. This is what He gave me. I think this is as far as we can go. Only, probably we don't really work too hard to like other people. That what do you call this? Financially, no, we didn't attain that. But that's all right. That's why we don't. Yeah, we are happy. We are contented as we are. Maybe, like I said, we just don't work so hard. I mean, So what you have, that doesn't mean to say you will not work hard. You will not study your, you pursue your career. I think it's just a matter of really working hard. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that.
Yeah, you're proud, that you were able to survive the hardship. It resulted in giving your children and their children's children a bright future. So you'll be proud of that. That's an accomplishment, right? The children we have now didn't suffer what we suffered,
That's Marlon.
Yeah.
Marlon.
So you'll be thankful and proud that you have accomplished something.
Okay, so what's one message that you want that if you could tell every generation after you,
Oh.
if there was a message you can tell everybody, what would that message be?
The message is be honest. That's the most important. That's the basic in life. But temptation is so great in the process. We tend to forget that kind of virtue. It's so hard to follow Jesus. Very hard. You really have to have a very, very strong spiritual. What do you call this? Conviction. Yeah, I would advise that they should really, the young generation should, the most important is to study and don't give a hard time to your parents because you're going to use that in the future. you're going to use it in the future. I know you will not regret. And the most important, us be honest and love your fellow men. Love also your enemies, which is very hard to. What I mean is, when I look back, I didn't regret that we have only reached, Daddy and I have only reached this. We're thankful already. If we think of the parents, if we think of the relatives we have back then in the Philippines, the most important really is to love God, your fellow men, and to be honest. That's the message I can give. And work hard, study hard. Study hard so you finish career. Live in your mind, in your heart to be kind to your fellow men. And be honest in your life. The temptation is so great. As long as Jesus is with you, you will be alright. We always fall down, Every now and then we always fall down, but with Jesus, you have a chance to get up again and continue. If you are young, that's what we advise our grandchildren, especially Cynthia and Chantel. Without us, I don't know, but we leave it all together. Leave it all together. And you might say I'm fanatic. I might be fanatic to Jesus. I believe in, you might say that, they might say I believe in, it helped me push through my life. So, Grandpa, what's yours? What about you?
You take it all.
You said it all.
Well, I can just say to the generation, the young generation now, that in every aspect of their life, don't forget that there is a supreme being. See? Always call on Him whenever you have some problems. The most important thing in life is not getting monetary awards, having a good life, because it is only temporary. Whatever you do, whatever you accomplish, offer it to Him and to the humanity. Be responsible. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Is that it?
That's all.
Can we watch it later? Maybe tomorrow or next day? Whenever you're ready.